Unit 2. Tape script 2.1. 2 outdoor jobs. Engineer, Andrew Johnson.
Andrew, 30, is an engineer. He comes from New Zealand, but now he lives in Scotland. He works on an oil rig 440 kilometres from the coast of Aberdeen. He works 12 hours a day for 2 weeks, and then he has 2 weeks holiday. He earns £200 a day. In his free time he goes to the gym and plays snooker. He isn't married.
Zoologist, Claudia Luke.
Claudia, 41, is American. She's a zoologist and she teaches at a university. She lives in California and works with her husband Jim at the research centre in the Mojave Desert, where she studies snakes and other animals. She likes working in the desert. In her free time, she writes songs and walks her dog, Brewer. She earns about $60,000 a year.
Tape script 2.2.
S. Likes. Works. Writes. Walks. Z. Comes. Goes. Earns. Plays. Is. Teaches.
Tape script 2.3. 1.
Andrew is an engineer. Claudia is a zoologist.
2.
She comes from the US, he comes from New Zealand.
3.
He lives in Scotland. She lives in California.
4.
She works in the desert, he works on an oil rig.
5.
He earns £200 a day. She earns $60,000 a year.
6.
She likes her job and he likes his job too.
7.
He goes to the gym in his free time. She walks her dog. Her dog's name is Brewer.
8.
She's married. Her husband's name is Jim. Andrew isn't married.
Tape script 2.4.
What does Andrew do?
He's an engineer.
Where does he come from?
New Zealand.
Does he live in Scotland?
Yes, he does.
Does he live in New Zealand?
No, he doesn't. He isn't married. He doesn't have any children.
Tape script 2.5.
Does he play football? Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Tape script 2.6. 1.
Where does Andrew work?
On an oil rig.
2.
Does he work hard?
Yes, he does.
3.
How much does he earn?
£200 a day.
4.
What does he do in his free time?
He goes to the gym and he plays snooker.
5.
Does he like his job?
Yes, he does.
6.
Does he have a dog?
No, he doesn't.
Tape script 2.7. 1.
Darcy comes from London.
2.
She lives in England.
3.
She has 2 children.
4.
She plays tennis a lot.
5.
David's English.
6.
He works in Paris.
7.
His wife comes from Miami.
8.
He writes songs in his free time.
Tape script 2.8. 1,
Darcy comes from London.
Yes, that's right.
2,
She lives in England.
No, she doesn't. She lives in Australia.
3,
She has 2 sons.
No, she doesn't. She has 2 daughters.
4,
She writes stories for children.
Yes, that's right.
5,
David's English.
No, he isn't. He's French.
6,
He works all over the world.
Yes, that's right.
7,
His wife comes from Miami.
No, she doesn't. She comes from Senegal.
8,
He writes songs in his free time.
Yes, that's right.
Tape script 2.9. Talking about family and friends. 1,
My husband comes from Belgium.
Where exactly in Belgium?
From the capital, Brussels.
2,
My grandmother lives in the next town.
Does she visit you often?
Yes, she does. Every Sunday.
3,
My mother loves reading.
What does she read?
Detective stories.
4,
My father travels a lot in his job.
Where does he go?
He's in Berlin this week.
5,
My sister speaks Spanish very well. She wants to learn French too.
Does she want to be an interpreter?
No, she doesn't. She wants to be a teacher.
6,
My little brother watches TV a lot.
What does he like watching?
Sport, and, football.
7,
My friend Tom writes a blog on the internet.
What does he write about?
Everything and everybody.
Tape script 2.10. 1,
What does your sister do?
She's a student. She wants to be a doctor, so she studies a lot.
2,
Does Peter like his new job?
No, he doesn't. He works very hard and he doesn't earn a lot of money.
3,
Is that your dog?
No, he isn't. He's my mother's. He goes with her everywhere. She loves him a lot. His name's Boris.
4,
Your friend Ella speaks English very well.
Yes, she does. She goes to England every summer.
5,
What does your grandfather do all the time?
Well, he watches TV a lot. But on Saturdays he plays golf with friends. And on Sundays he visits us.
Tape script 2.11. 1,
He likes his job.
2,
She loves working.
3,
He isn't married.
4,
Does he have 3 children?
5,
Where does he go?
Tape script 2.12. Improving style. David Guetta, the superstar with 70 million hits on YouTube.
David Guetta is French. He lives in Paris, but he works all over the world. He's a very famous DJ. He's number 3 in the top 100 DJs poll. He works with a lot of pop stars, such as Britney Spears, Celine Dion, and Madonna. He sometimes writes songs for them. He really likes Lady Gaga, and he wants to work with her. His job's very exciting, and he likes it a lot. He's married to Kathy, She comes from Senegal. She's a businesswoman and an actress. They often go to Ibiza. Every year they have parties there. People love their parties. Kathy and David have 2 young children, and they love to spend time with them.
Tape script 2.13. An interview.
Can I ask you some questions about your school?
Yes, of course.
How many students are in your school?
There are 650 now.
That's quite a lot. And how many teachers?
10 teachers.
And what time do your classes start?
5 o'clock every day.
How much does it cost?
Oh, the school is free.
Very good. And your teacher, what's your teacher's name?
Babu Ali. He's only 16.
16? That's amazing. Is he a good teacher?
He is very good indeed.
What does he teach?
He teaches English, Bengali, history and maths.
That's a lot of subjects. Does he work hard?
Oh yes, very hard. He studies all day and he teaches us every evening. He's the best teacher in the world.
Tape script 2.14. Jobs. 1.
She's a hairdresser. She cuts hair.
2.
He's a pilot. He flies from Heathrow Airport.
3.
She's a receptionist. She works in a hotel.
4.
He's an architect. He designs buildings.
5.
She's a lawyer. She works for a family law firm.
6.
He's a taxi driver. He knows all the streets of London.
7.
She's a journalist. She writes news stories.
8.
He's a dentist. He looks after people's teeth.
9.
She's a nurse. She works in the city hospital.
10.
He's an accountant. He likes working with money.
Tape script 2.15. 1.
What does your brother do?
He's a journalist. He writes for the Times newspaper.
Oh, that's a good job.
2.
What does your father do?
He's an accountant. He works for a big firm in the city.
And your mother? What does she do?
She's a teacher. She teaches French and Spanish.
3.
Does your sister work in the centre of town?
Yes, she does. She's a receptionist. She works in a Ritz hotel.
Oh, that's near where I work.
4.
Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not. I'm a nurse.
Oh, but I want to see a doctor.
5.
I want to be a pilot when I'm big. I want to be a lawyer. They earn lots of money. Pilots earn a lot too, and they travel the world.
Tape script 2.16. What time is it?
It's 5 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock.
It's 5:30.
It's 11:30.
It's 5:15.
It's 2:15.
It's 6:15.
It's 9:15.
It's 5:05.
It's 5:10.
It's 5:20.
It's 5:25.
It's 5 to 6.
It's 20 to 6.
It's 10 to 6.
It's 5 to 6.
Tape script 2.17. What time is it? 1,
It's nearly 3 o'clock.
2,
It's just after 5 o'clock.
3,
It's about 2:30.
Tape script 2.18. 1,
Excuse me, can you tell me the time, please?
Shh. Yes, of course. It's just after 6 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
2,
Excuse me, can you tell me the time, please?
I'm sorry. I don't have a watch.
Never mind.
3,
Excuse me, what time does the bus leave?
At 10:10.
Thank you. What time is it now?
It's about 5 past.
10:05?
No, 9:05. You're okay. No need to hurry.
4,
When does this lesson end?
At 4 o'clock.
Oh dear, it's only 3:15.